All right, here's the third reason men are walking away. It's the modern attitude toward men. And again, the reason why I laid it out in the way I did is because when you understand that the court system are in women's favor, and then culture and society is in women's favor, all of these things influence why the modern women, we say, their modern attitude towards men is, it's just not attractive to men. And women still don't understand this. I don't know if they ever will. We'll see. So here's the modern attitude towards men. Never settle. And I'm going to show you some more memes about this one. But here's a big one, guys. The 80-20 rule. So the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, it's incredibly accurate. The 80-20 rule is that, like, basically in all things, like, for instance, let's do the dating field. 20% of the men get 80% of the women. And so when we have online dating apps, right? So we have hypergamy, right? Hypergamy, in any guy that understands women and understands hypergamy, we have no problem with hypergamy. We understand hypergamy. Hypergamy is that women are always going to want the best possible, highest status man to protect and provide for her and her future offspring. We get it. Women biologically were weaker. They had to develop this. They had to get the strongest man possible to help their children survive and all that stuff. No man that I know has a problem with hypergamy when we understand it. The problem is how culture allows hypergamy to run rampant. Now let's think of online dating apps, all right? So when a woman knows, hypergamy is that if a woman can attain a man, she thinks she can get him, then she goes, okay, I check that off my list. I could get this guy, so now I'm going to try to get a higher status man. That's just how hypergamy works in women. Their standards continually increase because, again, it makes sense. They want the highest status man to protect and provide for them. Makes sense. No problem with the actual biological, fact of hypergamy. But now you got women that will swipe on online dating and they can experience, right? So just think, there are men like myself again, I said this last stream, Coach Greg Adams talked about 49ers, right? There are men that can, men on online dating apps will more like, there's going to be high status men that will settle for, okay, I'll let her come over and do whatever, right? I'll let her do her thing. So now think about the women, right? Women that taste a man that has high status. Now she thinks in her head, because online dating apps make it so easy to meet these guys, she thinks, okay, I got him, so I should be able to get him again or better. And so by the time women are experiencing these different high status men on online dating apps, then what happens is now their standards become increasingly high, so the next guy will never compare. Because again, how hypergamy works, it doesn't work backwards. Hypergamy goes, if I can attain this man, I want better now. So again, if she thinks, oh, this guy slept with me, I can get him because I'm hot stuff. Now she walks around with that looking for higher. And then what they don't realize is that if all these women are going after this small majority of men, now the men that actually do settle down, right? Now where do they go? Now all these other women are left hanging and their whole mindset is never settled. So then they walk around going, where are all the good men? Not realizing that their own lifestyle by sleeping around has made their own expectations higher than they can ever hope to achieve. So it sets up the situation that we have now. It's just crazy, but this is how it works. So we have the future is female. Okay, here's another thing. Women walk around like this picture, right? We should all be feminists. Okay, we should all be feminists. Now, when feminists say that they're all about equality, okay, well, if it's all about equality, then call yourself an equalist. Don't call yourself a feminist. Because to guys that have looked into this, I would say all of the guys watching this right now, when I hear a girl walk around saying, I'm a feminist, in my head, I would imagine that would be how a woman would feel if a guy walked around and said, I'm a misogynist. Because we understand what feminism now means. It doesn't mean equality. It means women future is female, right? If women walked around saying, I'm an equalist, fine. That would be a much better term. But women say, I'm a feminist. All right, well, what if all men walked around saying, I'm a misogynist? We should all be misogynists. Men, women, we should all be misogynists, right? There would be uproar. Society wouldn't allow that. That just shows another double standard about the society we live in. The future is female. All right, here's another one. He can't handle a strong woman. So here's something that women don't understand. Men compete all day long. We compete. This is why a lot of men love video games. We love competing. We love achieving. This is again why men also love setting goals and achieving goals. That is fulfilling to us. Competition. So when we have strong women that want to compete about everything, they want to talk about how right they are. You have to listen to my voice. All that stuff. It's like, it's not that we can't handle a strong woman. It's that that's not attractive to us. That is we compete all day long. Men compete at work and all this stuff. They compete with buddies in video games. We compete with about everything. We love sports, competition. So when that happens, we don't want to come home and compete with another woman. We want an opposite. We want something that will mesh with what we are. And women that claim to be strong women, they have this masculine competitive attitude that men are just like, dude, I don't want to compete with that. I just don't. It's not attractive to me. I'm just like, fine, compete with somebody else, but you're not going to compete with me. That's not attractive to men. Women don't understand this. They just go, well, men need to stop being insecure. It's like, no, you just need to learn that men are not attracted to that. And then here's another one, and this is classic. Men need work. Women are perfect. All right, men need to change. Women are finally liberated, and us men need to accept that. So that's the thing. Men need to change to this. They need to understand that the future is female. Us men, we need to change. However, women don't need to change. They're now liberated. Men have to change. Not women. Men have to change. This is just another one of the reasons why the modern attitude that women have is just really not appealing to me. It's not appealing to a lot of guys. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.